What's going on, guys? It's JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. For this time we're going to be covering the Manchester City latest news, and we're going to be running it chronologically, running in order from everything that happened last week right up to now, so make sure that you stay tuned, relax and enjoy this video. So we're going to start off first by talking about Phil Foden. Reports have been going around that he is now a dad at the age of 18. No judgment here on the JSGC channel. I know lots of people that have had kids at the same age, even younger than what Phil Foden is now. He's a financially stable guy, let's face it. He's earning a lot of money for a person that's only 18 years old. And if he wants to have kids with his girlfriend, then cool, that's his choice. Hope Phil goes and be a good father to his kid. And the kid also is a boy. And so we may face a situation that if his kid ends up going into football, it might be a situation if Phil Foden stays at Manchester City. But at some point, when Phil Foden's around 35, 36, the kid will be around 17 years old. We might even see them both in the same lineup. Wouldn't that be unusual? But there we go. Congratulations to Phil and congratulations to his girlfriend too on their newborn child. The UEFA Champions League. Now Manchester City have announced their squad, which includes Bravo, Mendy and Sandler, all included in Manchester City's squad for the knockout phases. Gabriel Jesus and Phil Foden, they aren't in the squad of A, they're in the squad of B. They don't need registering because they were born after, should I say, January 1st, 1997, so they don't need to be registered. And basically players that have been at Manchester City for more than 2 years and since they were 15 also don't need including on that list. That's why they've not been included. But as they get older, they're going to need registering. Big surprise here, Mangala wasn't included, so there we go. He is a free contract in the summer. I doubt he'll be making any more appearances for Manchester City. Now next up we're going to be speaking about Liverpool. Now Liverpool were in action in the Premier League. They were 1-0 up against West Ham. They blew it, they ended up drawing 1-1. It meant that the lead was cut to the top to just 3 points, and City were faced with a situation where if they could win at Everton, then they would end up overtaking Liverpool. On the same night we saw Newport County beat Middlesbrough 2-0 in the FA Cup replay, which means that Manchester City have now got to visit Rodney Parade on that bloody awful pitch, haven't we? Which is on Saturday, the 16th of February, 5:30 kickoff, live on BT Sport. The matches ended up selling out high on criteria, so there'll be a hell of a lot of fans that won't be able to go to that game. So like I said, it is live on BT Sport on Saturday night. We'll have a preview up for that game tomorrow, and then we'll have the analysis up after the game on Saturday. City go up against a League 2 side. We went out at this stage last year to a League 1 side in Wigan. It'll be interesting to see how they respond against a League 2 side this time on a god-awful pitch. You thought that DW pitch was bad last season. Wait till you see this one. It is bad. Now, next up, I covered a video reaction on this last week. A video has surfaced online of some American fans doing the cringiest video ever of doing a Baby Shark song with City players. If you haven't seen it, go and watch my reaction video. I'll leave a link up to that at the end of this video if you want to go and check that out. Jesus Christ, I wanted abducting by the end of that video. Next up, the referee has been announced for the Carabao Cup Final. Jonathan Moss is going to be the referee for that game. He was also the referee back in the Community Shield match at Wembley between Manchester City and Chelsea 2 back in August. In my opinion, the same result wouldn't go amiss there. The Premier League, Manchester City went up against Everton in that game, and I said that we'd be able to overtake Liverpool if we won. Well, we did. Everton, Liverpool fans weren't happy about it. Again, I've done a reaction video to some Liverpool fans, what they took on the Everton performance there. But Everton put up a lot of effort, put up a lot of fight in the game, which I weren't expecting him to that much. And in the end, Manchester City ended up coming out on top with a comfortable 2-0 win in the end, and it saw us go back to top of the table and pressure back onto Liverpool. I reported last week that Premier League clubs wanted to up the price for away fans, and I weren't happy about it. Well, the Premier League's announced for the next 3 seasons that then prices are going to be frozen at £30 a ticket at the maximum price, which is good news. Now I'm looking for all of the clubs across the EFL to put in place the same motion for away fans. I know when you go to Leeds, you're looking at £37 for an away ticket, £33 against Sheffield Wednesday. The upper tier at Bolton, it's £32. These are prices that are more expensive than what they are in the Premier League, which I find quite frankly ridiculous, considering the Premier League standard you're watching compared with Championship isn't anywhere near the quality, particularly at the top end of the Premier League compared with Championship games. I think that needs addressing. I also think that the home prices should need addressing too in the Premier League. Fact remains, particularly at Manchester City, you could be sat in the South Stand. The away fans are too, they're also in South Stand. they're paying £30 for a ticket, and some of the big games you might be facing there, £50 to £60 for a Premier League ticket, for you to basically have near enough the same view as the away fan. Because they're classed as an away fan, they're paying half the price of what you are, which I don't find right, and so I do think that that should be addressed too. I don't think it's right that home fans have to pay more when they're not season ticket holders than what away fans do. I think that the whole pricing structure should be assessed, in my opinion. I think season tickets, I know City have some cheap season tickets out there. I think they could do more. I think that they could do more with the home prices too. There's a cap on away prices. I think there should be a cap on home prices too, and get some fairness about the pricing, in my opinion. Like I said, £60 for the same ticket as someone who's paying £30, considering the could well be sat one block away from you. Quite frankly, ludicrous. That needs addressing, in my opinion. Now, UEFA, they've been out and warned Manchester City and PSG and any other club for that matter that if they need investigate for financial fair play, they will, and if they need punishing, they will, and if they need banning from the Champions League, they will. Old news this, is just recycling the same thing just to keep it fresh in the media, and it's all becoming a little bit boring and tedious, in my opinion. Daily Mail's been reported that Manchester City will be heading to China for pre-season and have 3 games there as they're looking to boost their Asian market and Chinese market, and apparently we're also trying to buy a Chinese club for the City Football Group too, so it'd make sense for us to head over to China to be able to promote that. So imagine if they're going to announce a Chinese team going into the City Football Group, then that will be done in the summer when Manchester City head over there for pre-season. Japan also being mentioned, that Man City might have a game during pre-season there too. So if you're heading out there, or you're based in China or Japan and you don't get to see Manchester City all that much, you may well have your opportunity in the summer. Now, Benjamin Mendy has suffered an injury setback, as Pep's confirmed. He doesn't know when he'll be back. He was meant to be back in training. He was meant to be coming back over the last couple of weeks. He hasn't. He was then spotted in Barcelona, he was then spotted in Paris, and then he put in his location as being in Dubai, and he was asked about it by Pep, and Pep had no idea what he was on about. Then he got back to Manchester and put his location as somewhere else, I can't remember where, and he's having a big joke about it, but we no longer know when Benjamin Mendy will be back, as he suffered a setback. Vincent Kompany's also had that too. Now, the Sunday Mirror has been reporting that the Manchester derby will probably be on April 2nd or April 3rd, which is Tuesday or Wednesday of midweek once we get back from the international break, as the current Manchester derby is scheduled to be postponed. You would think if Manchester City get past Newport County or Manchester United get past Chelsea away from home, either of them reach the quarter-finals, then that match will be postponed from the 16th of March, and they're reporting it will be April 2nd or 3rd midweek game at Old Trafford. Now, next up, City are in Premier League action. Sergio Aguero hit a hat-trick to equal Alan Shearer's hat-trick record of 11 Premier League hat-tricks, and he's needing just one more to be the leading all-time Premier League hat-trick hero. Next game, Sergio Aguero, go and do that one. I think our next Premier League game's against West Ham wouldn't go amiss. Speaking of that game with Chelsea, though, City ended up beating Chelsea 6-0. Saw us go back on top of the Premier League after Liverpool won the previous day against Bournemouth. We've played 3 games in 7 days. We've picked up 3 huge wins. Liverpool's got a game in hand now, which is when we're playing in the Carabao Cup Final next Sunday. Liverpool played before us, I think, at 2:05 kick-off for that game. So just before the League Cup Final, we'll know what's happened in that game, and if a Manchester United win, then Liverpool no longer have their game in hand and will be sitting on top of the Premier League. So Liverpool, they're needing a result at Old Trafford. I think we can all suck it up and you know, keep a watchful eye on Manchester United and hope that they do us a favour, even if it is only for 90 minutes. I won't be watching the game because I'm not good, well, because I'm heading out, so I won't be able to watch that game. So thank heavens for that. I don't have to sit there and go, come on United, which is good. Now, speaking of that Carabao Cup Final, I said I'll be heading out. JSGC has managed to bag himself a couple of tickets for Wembley. I thought I won't be able to go. Turns out, however, still got the formality to sort out of that, but I will be going. I've got the tickets and everything. So next Sunday I'll be vlogging, so that will be up next Monday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Lastly, just wanted to say rest in peace to England legendary goalkeeper Gordon Banks. He passed away yesterday at the age of 81 after a long battle with cancer. All my thoughts are going out to his family and friends at this moment in time. Very difficult time, but he is an England legend and a phenomenal goalkeeper, a World Cup winner, and also famed for his save in the 1970 World Cup match against Brazil when Pelé header in and Gordon Banks somehow manages to get down low and tip it wide and high over the crossbar. Absolutely brilliant, and it's a huge loss to the English game. So thoughts and condolences with his family and friends from everyone here at JSGC. So there we go, that has been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and press the notification bell to be notified when I've uploaded. My social media links, Twitter and Instagram, in the description below. And I'll see you all again for the next video. So it's been JSGC. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.